Hello and welcome to the channel. So, this evening, my handy assistant, Keegan,
Hi.
and I are changing the fuel pump on a late 90s Nissan Maxima with a 3-liter V6. And so far, we have removed the rear seat and we've taken these little bolts out. There's a panel, that panel, that goes right here and covers that up. And now we unplug these plugs right here, the electrical wires. They've got just a little lever right here that just pushes in, they pull right out, really easy. And now we've got to take these little bolts out, and then this whole piece will come up, and then we just take a screwdriver, loosen the clamps. We can pull these off and pull them to the side, which we need to make sure not to lose them down along the side of the tank. So we're gonna go ahead and get busy on that, and I will set you guys up. I think, a socket might work better for those.
You think?
Yeah. At least just to break them loose.
What size are they?
I don't know. Tiny.
That helps.
I'm sure. I'm sure it helps a lot. I figured it was either 8 or 6. Damn. Dude.
Those hoses don't want to come off.
I don't want to lose this fucking... You know what might be easier?
Clamp it down lower.
Oh, I could just tighten it down right here. Gosh. But I was also thinking I could... take it off too. So, I'm hoping this works. Oh, goddamn. Oh, that was deep. Oh, that's real deep. Oh, it's like not even bleeding. It's so deep. It hurts. Oh, it hurts bad. Oh man.
And this is why you let professionals do their job.
Oh, what the fuck? Just cut my other fucking finger up.
Maybe doing it with a screwdriver isn't the best idea, huh, Ty?
Ah! Can you get it? I'm fucking bleeding all over the place now. I may need to go take care of that.
Yeah, go take care of yourself. I'll get this hose off in the meantime. Or attempt to.
Right?
What's up?
Don't fuck up your hand too. I'm running out of additive rocks out here. Maybe the pliers will help us.
I already pulled those out. I already pulled those out.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they're on top. And I went ahead and unscrewed all these screws.
Okay.
I was sick and tired of that fucking hose.
I don't think this will come out with us. What in the fuck is all that? Why? Isn't that supposed to be attached? Maybe we need to unclog that. Take that hose off. And get the sending unit out of the way. Okay. So then we are going to remove this hose. Alright, so we're removing the hose that goes to the fuel pump so that we can get the fuel sending unit out of the way. Some nice gasoline. And then also we need to remove the electrical plug that feeds power to the fuel pump. Now this right here is your sending unit, so we can go ahead and set that outside the car. I'm gonna set that on the chair. I got this.
I don't know, whatever you just did, but
I don't know what I just did either.
yeah, you just popped that thing out.
I popped this loose. Yes, but
That's fine.
But now the strainer's still attached though. So, still hung up. Oh, there it goes. And so how are we supposed to get the strainer underneath that orange thing? Because it does have to go under that. Do we have like a coffee can or a bucket or something? So here's your fuel pump right here, and it has a strainer on the bottom. I recommend changing that strainer because on most times, as you can see, there's sediment on the bottom. Most of the time on the newer cars, this strainer is the only type of fuel pump filter that you have. In fact, on most cars, it's the only fuel filter you have. So we're gonna go ahead and set that outside the car for a minute. And gotta get the rest of this out. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so
You having trouble getting it?
it's falling down in there. Oh. Every time I get it pulled up, I mean, I don't exactly feel like throwing my whole hand in the gasoline, you know. That's not too bad. It's pretty clean in there. Okay, so what you'll see is this is the fuel pump assembly mount, and basically the fuel pump sits in here and it's snapped down, and then the strainer sticks out underneath, and this goes in, and there's a little catch right here that we were not able to get to with the fuel pump in, but you should be able to get to it. If not, you can pop these little tabs right here and get the pump out, and then you can get this out secondary like we did. But this will go back together as one piece. So we'll put the new pump in here and assemble it, and then we will put this assembly together, and then we'll push it in there and we'll pop it in place. And that will come with the wires and the hose sticking out here. And all we have to do is hook that hose up to the sending unit, hook the wires up to the sending unit, and then put the sending unit back in and make sure that we got this rubber gasket right here in the right place. And actually, I have parts right here, so you can assemble this outside on a bench if you want, but you can also assemble it sitting right here. So we've got our new fuel pump. I don't know why they sent that short fucking hose over there. Didn't make any sense. I guess grab that bucket and the fuel pump. Like so. There are caps on both fucking sides.
Put it right here.
Well, because then it's going to be right under the camera. I guess I could lock my screen. Where's the button? Fuck, that's not the right button. Gosh dang it. That's who that is. Well, now the damn flashlight turned off. Flashlight on. Screen off. Okay. There we go. Alright, so once you've pushed this strainer on all the way, you'll see it has a little tab. It just presses on. You don't need that cap. Then we'll take the hose right here. Take the pliers, slide that back. Oh, got gasoline everywhere. Okay, I'll just take that, press it in right here. Since this is a pre-formed hose, you want to try to get it as close to the same position it was, so that whenever you install it, you don't get any kinks. Alright, and then you also want to try to get the clamp to go back into the hose exactly where it was before. That's so you get a better connection. Oh, motherfucker. So then, remove this. Electrical plug it into this side. Now we'll take our canister here. And now this kit here came with new rubber pieces, but I do not believe they're correct. I don't think that's right for this application. I don't think that's right. I have no idea what this hose and those two clamps are for. No friggin' clue. So that goes in there. Like so. Right? But I don't think it fits this. Like, it doesn't seem right. And that's got this press-in piece, and it's thinner. I don't think that's going to work there. So that may be for another application. And throw them in the trash too. So once you've got this assembly snapped together, lower it back into place. And then you hear it click, and it snapped into place. So now we need the strainer.
Clean up top of it a little bit. So now the strainer will lower in like so, and then stretch this hose up and press it back on there. I honestly do not remember.
Where's the black ring? I think I got it down now. That. Okay, now we need to reattach these, and they are one's a 2-prong and one is a 4-prong. Oh, there it goes. All right, now would be a perfect time, since we've got this off, and we can kind of hear the fuel pump and the fuel tank assembly. Now would be a perfect time to test it, make sure it works. So,
up online. It's our
I'm
way
ready
of
to turn the
looking
radio
out
off.
for you,
Bill.
not just your account.
All right, turn the key off. When he turns the key on, I'll put my fingers on here, and I should be able to hear it and feel it buzz. So go ahead and turn the key on. Okay, I could hear it start, so go ahead and try to start the car.
Battery lights on.
I'll just crank it until it starts. And then restart it. Started real quick that time, huh?
Oh yeah.
So, the issue we were having before was that it would take a long time to crank, and now it starts fairly quickly. And it also idles a lot better. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. It also revs real quickly, so it looks like what we had was our issue was weak fuel pump. I wouldn't say a bad fuel pump because it still did work. Once you got the car started and you got it away from idle, it would still work. So now all we need to do is we just need to clean up our old parts and reattach this lid, and then reattach the seat. So on this car, we also have changed all the spark plugs and changed the fuel filter. So it's kind of, you see the fuel filter back there. So kind of just all around maintenance tune-up, besides the fuel filter, or the fuel pump being weak. Just kind of got everything dialed in on this car, I think. So, just like that. Starts right up. So, that will do it for this episode. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe and hit that little thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time.